Welcome back from Ireland, Megan.
Thank you. Welcome back from Arizona, Mark.
Hey, the Weekly Geek is back at it again.
Yes,
and
we
there are
are.
a few things that we want to show off, and we're going to go fast today because we're tired of 6-minute Weekly Geeks. One, I found a lot of people don't know how to get help with computers when they need it. Now, one of the things that's really, it's not just bad to do, is just to Google it, see if you can figure it out. But sometimes we need Grant, Robin, or Andrea to help out.
Because they are fantastic. So this is how you do it.
Now, lots of you know this already. This is no big deal. But if you have if something you need help with, to go help desk instead of trying to find them or see them in the hall and say, hey, it just helps a lot because this is how they record what they're doing, lets them set up what's going on, and it's just actually it's just kind of a more efficient way to do things.
Yeah, and they can do it when they have time to do it and stuff like that. It helps them, it helps us. It's great.
It's really the most efficient way to do the workflow here.
Efficientness, whatever.
Now tell me about eBooks.
Okay, so what we're doing is, in this new world we're living in, we are looking at eBooks now. And we are going with a new program called Fall It Shelf. We're really hoping that this works really well, and we're going to start ordering some ebooks. So if you have some suggestions, we're looking at nonfiction first. We're working with the social studies department on certain units that they want some ebooks on. And the nice thing about this is they're universal access, which means that 20 kids can have them out at once. You can have your whole class reading one book on a device.
Wow.
Once we have devices, if we have devices.
That's crazy.
And it'll be really cool.
And it's called Fall It Shelf.
Fall It Shelf.
Great.
We're going to develop it. We haven't rolled it out yet.
Yep.
But we'll let you know when we do.
And I'm sure it'll be linked to the library website,
course.
Information, just like everything. And
Everything,
you know,
yes.
there's some great iBooks out there too. So an
Yes,
iBook you can
definitely.
download right onto your tablet device,
Yep.
which is really, really cool. It's just a little app here. Click on it, and there's all sorts of great things. And here's one that I happen to just get a hold of. And check this out, Megan. This is an iBook that somebody put together that's got just the real basics for students.
Yeah.
So it's like an iPad textbook for students that would be on an iPad. So it talks
That's
about
great.
buttons, switches, volume, just the
Some
very
little
basics.
stuff that is really nice to make your iPad experience even better.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I learned some stuff too, like all of these great accent marks that are when you hold on the O, just in case
It's
you
really
need
fun to go through your keyboard.
and play with it. And we're no stranger to this kind of thing. And if you feel a little intimidated by iBooks, there's a couple of sites that I'll link to that are some training sites that we've done before.
Cool.
This one is one for the super. This is for people who really have not touched iPads before a whole lot and want to get going on it. And the nice thing about that is that you don't need somebody there. They've got these nice little iPad tutorials down here. And we put that together for a training. Boy, that was a while ago now, but it was good. And it's got some assignments to do too. And this is, I think, probably a model that we're going to be using in the near future. And here's another one that we did with some special educators and paras.
Nice.
It's the same basic deal. And this one, if people are getting anxious to get going on things, I can point to this site. This is the second site on the email that I'll send.
Yep.
And I've put a couple of things on there that if you haven't seen them already and you want to get started on them, here's a couple of little tasks that you can do.
Great.
So this is basically an assignment and then a little tutorial about how to use the app. And these are like 3 or 4 minutes long. These are not a huge part of your life here. And they're usually just enough to get kids or adults going on those. So it actually works out really pretty well.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need, just a little kick to start.
Just a little, and then you play with it, and you kind of learn your way along. And then I've got another app that I wanted to show off today that has been out there for a while, but I haven't seen a lot of use in the high school.
Yeah.
It's a very simple one, kind of a replacement for PowerPoint.
Yeah.
But it might be a really nice formative assessment because it's so fast.
Right.
It's such a nice one. Have you seen Haiku Deck? I'm sure you
I
have.
have it on my iPad. I've been using it a little bit.
Yep.
Not too much, but.
So it's a really nice one. So you can go and you can start a little Haiku Deck presentation here. It's really pretty simple. You can load stuff up and you can add text, which is the red kind of arrowy. But the nice part about this is that you can
add images.
It focuses on images.
Cool.
And there's this rule out there about PowerPoint that you want to keep things to 10 slides.
Right.
20 minutes and 30 font for PowerPoints. It's this 10, 20, 30 that the business world uses. And I think we could probably reduce that to the 5, 6, 30 for kids.
Great.
And this would be a great way to do it because you have to know your stuff. So the great part about this is that, like, if you wanted to do something on Ireland, You can just type in a search right here. There's no cutting and pasting from Google or anything like that.
Right.
You find a pretty picture of Ireland or one that you
And
wanted
there
to
are
tell a
many pretty
story.
pictures of Ireland.
Like this one perhaps.
Yep.
You hit done, and you've got the image right there.
Yep.
And you can place some text over that really quickly. So
I think I went there.
Well, I'm guessing you did. 3 or 4 minutes, and you've got a nice little presentation
Yep.
that you can share out
Cool.
a lot of different ways, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Another very important app for next year is going to be one called Notability. Now, we're still playing with a couple of different apps here, but a lot of schools that have a lot of iPads use apps for note-taking and sort of work management that are like this one.
Right.
And I have promised already that I am not going to go over 6 minutes, so I'm not going to show you a whole lot about this one. But it's a way to set up files. So think of this
Right.
as your binder for all of your subjects and things like that. And you can have stuff in English or social studies or science, and you can set these right up on each iPad, take notes on it. The really cool part is that you can also download PDFs.
Nice.
You can download web pages, so web clips
okay.
of pages.
Yep.
Annotate those too, so if a kid's doing a project in Ireland, they can take a Wikipedia or
Right.
some other source, or even a source from the
Wikipedia.
library, and note it right up, and
Right.
then send it
Great.
off to the teacher. And you can do audio notes too, which is
That's really helpful,
nice.
yeah.
And Woody's been using those as a kind of an interim assessment, just asking kids to do a couple of minutes on what they know and what they like about World War II, and they come out really nice, even though there's no images. There's something about just audio that's really powerful.
Yeah, definitely. And we've already gone over 6 minutes, so hopefully you're still with us.
Have a great weekend, and please, if you have any questions about iPads, computers, anything, come and see the Geeks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.